welcome back to Sit Pretty with Silky. You already know what it is. Yes, it's giving scalp. You see that? It's giving melted. You see that? Yes. What lace? What lace? That's what I'm gonna say. What lace? You know what I'm saying? When you sitting pretty with Silky, you always gonna be sitting pretty. Yes, this is a 13 by 6 frontal. It got 30 inches on you. It's okay. Yes. Body wave, pressed out. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted the little, sleek effect. Yes. Shake. Girl, make them bundles twerk. It's like, let me stop playing with y'all. But thank you for coming back to my channel. Make sure if you have not, you subscribe. And we're going to get into it. So you want to make sure you got like an inch from your cap to your frontal, to the front where you want your hairline to start. Make sure you got an inch away from the cap. That way, you got enough space. And it's not going to be too tight and it's not going to be too loose. It's going to be perfect. Especially after you do your measurements and you got your cap tightened and the way you need it to be. If you want to see that type of video, stay tuned. I'm going to show y'all how to measure y'all heads, to get y'all units to fit you, personalized. Because some of y'all be having on some, loosey-gooseys is what I call. But anyway, once you get it secure, you want to make sure you have that M in the front. Whenever you're doing the frontal, you always want to have that little M. If you do not have the M, that means your frontal is not laid right. The back should be flat and the front should kind of pucker into like an M or upside down W, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure it look like that. And then you're going to secure it in place, pin it down, make sure it's nice and flat. And remember, this is a 13 by 6, so it do come back a little further, so don't worry about that. Once you have it secured, then you're going, sew down your frontal. I start from the middle and then go to the sides. I feel like that just makes it easier for me, and I know for a fact it's even and it's flat and there's no puckering. Sometimes when you start from the side and you don't have it pinned right, it might tighten up. But as you see in the front, it's still the M. Then, of course, you always want to place your bundles right at the end, right at the tip. And you want to go from ear to ear. You always going to do the U when you're making a unit. U for unit. But anyway, yeah, you're going to do the U. And then when you get to the edges, as you see, I don't come all the way to the frontal or connect it to the frontal. Because sometimes, you might mess your frontal up or something might happen where you might need to replace it. So you don't want to sew on the frontal, and it'll also make your frontal flat. If you sew like right on it and then you fold it over, it kind of make it bulge right there because then the hair is laying over the track. But if you just go right to it, like literally right to it, I'm telling you, watch the difference and watch how flat your units be. But you just want to continue that U shape all the way to the top. And if you're doubling your bundles like me, when you get to the edge, which you'll be able to see, well, I'm going to slow it down a little bit for y'all. But you'll be able to see when you get to the edge of it, I only fold over one. And then I bring the other one to meet it, if that makes sense. Like, when I get to the corner, I literally, you see, I folded over the one and then I came over and I met the other track. That just makes it more flat also, so you don't have to cut your tracks. But if that's something you want to do, you can cut your tracks. Me, I just, I'm the person that I spend too much money. I'm not cutting these tracks so that way then they be shedding because I didn't cut the weft. No. We're going to keep it together and we just going to make it flat. You see that? You see how thin it look near the edge, but then when it come back and join, it looks thicker. That's because when I folded it over, I only folded it over with one. Then, once you get to the top and you done your U, you just want to close that up. You're going to go side to side, left to right, right to left, however you want to say it. You just going to go side to side. And you're going to continue that all the way till you finish your unit. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please make sure you subscribe. Like, I need the support, and I'm trying to build, you guys while I'm building me. If you want to see certain videos, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see. I appreciate everybody that is already subscribed. I appreciate anybody that's supporting me by just telling anyone or even just liking, comment, and subscribing. It's so easy. It's just one button, you guys. One button. And this is what it looked like when I was done. You know, I had to comb that baby out. Oh, and another thing that I do, instead of putting a band on my frontals to make it glueless, you're going to see me in a second. When I get to the edge of the frontal, once you have your measurements and everything, wherever you cut off the edge of your frontals, right there, you want to secure your frontal to the elastic band that's on your cap. So when you get to the side of the frontal, sew that down to the elastic band that already is attached to your cap, and then that will act as an elastic band that you're attaching, but it's already installed in the unit already, so you don't have to add an elastic band. That's just a little trick that I do. Now you see right here, I'm sewing down the frontal to the right there to the edge of the spandex part. You see, sew it down like that, and then you have a glueless wig. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, sit pretty with Silky.